What's up, everybody? Today on Toyota Dodge Garage, we're going to be replacing the 8-inch subwoofer right over here. Today I'm just going to get it out and just take it to a sub shop or stereo shop locally and see if I can get something that matches up pretty good, because this one has seen better days. This is the factory JBL synthesis sound system in this 4Runner, so it's time for it to be replaced. So let's get on in here and take it apart. I'll show you what you got to do. First things first, you got to take out those screws out of this door seal plate right here. Then you'll pop that out. Also, you're gonna have to take a 10mm. I'm gonna pop this little bolt cover off. Gonna undo this 10mm bolt, and then this will come on out like that. Then I'll walk you around. You're gonna take the 10mm bolt out of that right there, and also out of that. And then we're gonna have to remove this whole shelf. This shelf that the 4Runners have. Once you get that door seal off, you're gonna have to undo a Phillips screw here, and then another 10mm in this little cubby hole. And then this you kind of just pull out, and once it pulls out, it just kind of pops out of the hole there. So that's the next couple steps, and let me work up towards the front, see what else I need to undo. So this centerpiece, it just pops out. It's got a lip right in the front that goes under that shelf unit. So then you're gonna have to take out that 10mm and that 10mm. So let's get that done, and I'll pull the shelf out. Then you're gonna fold up the passenger seat, take the plastic cover off of the seat belt, and that's gonna be a 14mm socket there. So I'll get that out real quick. Just like that. Now, Dozer has ridden in this vehicle a lot. I'm sure you can see his little red hair tufts. So, got a little Dozer with us. So, I've been trying to get up this piece, and I'm not sure how to get it up. But that is no problem. You just roll up the carpet here, and you get those two last screws right there and over there. So, let me get those out, and this panel should come off. Now that I got the panel out, you're just gonna take some torque bit screws and undo these all the way around the subwoofer here. You can already see the rubber is damaged around that subwoofer, but this is the factory subwoofer, factory amp, and then that's the navigation system. Unfortunately, Toyota did stop making the CDs for those, which is kind of a bummer, because my navigation system up there, I mean, it works, but it's just not, you're not able to update it anymore. But let's get this subwoofer out and see what we can do, and then I'll take it to a local stereo store, see if we can get it matched up pretty good, and get a new boom boom in here. Now that you have your screws out, you're just gonna take this cover off here, and if you look closely, you can see the crack in the rubber there and there. It's just very dry rotted all the way around. Now, I do know you can get rebuild kits for these. I might look into that, but I'm probably just gonna put a new subwoofer in here. So that's all for today, folks. I'm gonna close it all up, probably put the screws back in the screw holes just so I know where they go and nothing gets lost. But I'll try to get a subwoofer back in here soon. I'll see you the next day. Someone let me out of my cage. Now, follow me is nothing, 'cause I'd say this JBL subwoofer got quite toasty, and the rubber has definitely deteriorated, but it's out. So now the adventure begins for a new one. I'll keep you updated on what I get. Welcome back. It's day number 2. I did get a subwoofer right here, so let me unbox it. So I ended up going with a Kicker subwoofer here. Got it from a local stereo shop. I went ahead and open it up here. See what we have. Got some stickers. That's always good. Directions, instructions, and the speaker itself. So I'll go ahead and get this out, and we'll work on at least getting the speaker installed today. See how the rain showers, if they hold off. Let's get on to it. So I'm just kind of checking the fitment here. Definitely gonna have to drill some new holes. None of them line up with the new speaker, which is no big deal. So what I do is I just kind of put the speaker in there, and it's best to hold it, but I only got one hand right now. And I just take a dental pick here, and then I poke in each hole, and that will leave a little mark to show me where to drill. So I'm going to get that done. I'm also going to do the wiring. Pretty much going to cut the wires once you figure out which positive and negative to hook in each side of the speaker. And you just basically make a bare copper wire, and it's got little pinch things. I'll show you how that works. So the red wire is a positive here, the yellow is negative, and then the other one right here, the black wire, is positive, and the green and purple wire is the negative. So we can't use these plugs anymore, so I'm just gonna basically take my cutters here, and we're just gonna cut them off. There's one. And there's both plugs gone. So now you're gonna have to strip the wires there. So let me get that done, and we'll keep on moving forward here. And these are 16 gauge wire, so you're just gonna strip it with the 16 gauge part on your wire strippers there. And just take this black one here, and we'll do the same thing. Voila! We got the old rubber off there. I'll take this one here and do the same thing. And there you have it. You got you got all 4 wires stripped, and you can just twist them together, make sure they don't fray. So I just got me a little stool here to hold the speaker up for me, because the speaker is actually pretty heavy. Definitely heavier than the original one. So what you're going to do is, this black wire is the positive, you're going to put it in the red, and this green is the negative, so you're going to put it in the black. And then you're going to put this red wire in the red, and the yellow wire right here in the black. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And these basically, you see the little hole right here? You're going to put the wire in that hole, and then you push this down, and the holes line up, and then you put your wire in, let it go, and you have yourself a connection. So let me get this done, and I'll pop it in, and maybe we'll give it a little test. So as you can see, I have the yellow wire in the negative there, the red positive, the green negative, and the black positive there. So let me at least screw this into the housing, and we'll test it out. A little test video. Alright, so got it in. I'm gonna just drive it with this for a while. I'm gonna vacuum the back of this vehicle with all the dog hair and kind of clean it up before I put all the trim back in. And I definitely don't want to do it while the ground is wet, so I'll just do that another day. I'll see you the next day. Now it's another day, so I'm gonna get to vacuuming now. You can see the vacuum cleaner back there. Let's get on to it. I'll show you the dirty spots real quick, before and after. Alright, now it's time to put it back together. I'll just speed this video up for you. thanks again for tuning in to Toyota and Dodge Garage. Hit that like button, the subscribe button, hit the bell notification if you like this video and would like to see more of my videos. And to wrap this up, there's no more rattles in the subwoofer. I didn't have any leftover screws putting all this back together, so that's good. But thanks again for watching. Catch you next time.